Arsenal 1, Crystal Palace nil, and another set piece and another scrappy performance. Um, to be fair to Crystal Palace, I thought they played well. I thought they put up a good fight in that opening 30 minutes. I mean, I don't think we had a shot on target, and or a shot period. And Palace were defending really well. Um, they made it really difficult for us, but to be honest, we couldn't find a breakthrough. Most of the possession in that first half was in our half. Um, Most of the possession, we weren't penetrating. I thought Saka had a quiet game today. Gave the ball away a couple of times. I thought Gyökeres. I mean, we have to speak about this guy. Gyökeres is not having a good start whatsoever. He scored 2 against Leeds, and then he scored against Nottingham Forest, and then ever since then, it's just been awful. His hold up play is abysmal. Like, he had decent hold up play against Fulham. He had decent hold up play the week before. I forgot who that was against. But today, I mean, the ball gets hoofed up to him, and he either doesn't even get a touch on it, or when he does get a touch, it's a big-ass touch, and he gives the ball away. There was a moment towards the end of the game where he could have took the ball to the corner flag. Instead, he tried to create an opportunity, and then he played a pass, and I was like, okay, there's got to be somebody there. And he plays the pass, and there's literally nobody there. He just gave the ball away for free. So I need to see more from Gyökeres. To be honest, he's not, to be honest, I don't really rate him that much. I don't. And that may come as a surprise. We're only 9 games in, and he scored 2 against Atletico Madrid. But he's not bringing, if he's not scoring, he's not bringing anything to the game. And I know that, we need a striker to just score goals, to be a poacher. But at the end of the day, like, if you can't add, bring more to the play. Like, take a look at Mateta today. Mateta today, his hold-up play was fantastic. He's physical, he's strong, and he's technical. Gyökeres is physical and strong, but he's not technical whatsoever. Mateta today held the ball up multiple times, dragged others into play, played the ball to the feet, made runs in behind. He didn't have a sniff in front of goal. But I thought that Mateta's performance today was much better than Gyökeres's. Gyökeres, like, if you give him the ball up top, expect for him to turn the ball over. It's really not that great. So I do want to shout out Eberechi Eze, though. Against his former club today. Tough game emotionally, and he scores an incredible scissor kick into the bottom right-hand corner. That's what we've been missing from our attacking midfield play over the last few years, is somebody who's willing to strike the ball and who can strike it so well, as they can strike the ball really well. We saw him against Newcastle creating a couple of shots, putting good shots on target. Pope had to make a good save. Today, he was absolutely clinical with his finish. Beautiful finish from Eberechi Eze. I thought his overall game wasn't the best. I want to shout out Timber, though, again. So good on the ball, so good defensively. Some concerns as far as Rice, Calafiori, and Saliba. All 3 of them came off with injuries. Saliba at halftime, Calafiori and Rice later on in the game. The Calafiori and Saliba injuries, although, they are important, Saliba, Mosquera can come in and do a really good job, Miles Lewis-Skelly can come in and do a really good job. The problem is with Rice's injury, Mikel Merino comes in to midfield, and I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. He's probably the most one-footed player I've ever seen in my life. To me, he needs to be better in the midfield. I don't think he brings much. So if Rice is out, we miss an awful lot. So, as far as I'm concerned today, it's a big win. Manchester City lost. Liverpool lost. So we're 7 points clear of Liverpool. We're 6 points clear of Manchester City. And we won today, so it's a good weekend. I know we're 4 points clear of Sunderland, but I'm really looking at Manchester City, and I'm really looking at Liverpool as our main title rivals. As I said, Crystal Palace are a good side. They had that crazy unbeaten run. They lost to Everton, and then they drew to Bournemouth, and they lost in the Europa Conference League midweek. So they've had a little, faltering run of form. But today I thought defensively they did really well. They just didn't have much going forward. And, I have to give credit to our back line. When you can have 4 defenders that I don't even think we conceded a shot on target again today. We didn't concede a shot on target against Atletico. We didn't concede a shot on target again today. We haven't conceded in, I think the commentators were saying, over 7 hours of football. That is what, 7-8 games. I mean, well, yeah, that is really impressive. So I want to shout out the defense because they are rock solid as always. We need to see more going forward. I do wonder if the set pieces are sustainable. So far, nobody's been able to stop them. But I think what I'm trying to get at is we need to create more from open play. Because there are going to be games where we just don't score from set pieces, and we're going to have to create openings from open play. And it's not like we can't create openings from open play. We can. But I think Arteta just keeps on that handbrake way too often, and we don't see enough going forward. I thought the front three was kind of anonymous today. Trossard, Gyökeres, and Saka. I thought they were all anonymous. I thought midfield was solid. And yeah, I mean, you can obviously tell how much of a threat we are from set pieces. In the second half, we had a free kick. We played it short. Then it went back to Rice, and he lofted a ball towards the back post. Gabriel hit the crossbar. Came out to Declan Rice. His shot was saved. And then the third shot was blocked. And you're just looking at it, and you're like, we scored from a set piece today. The second threat of the game came from a set piece. And from open play, we barely had any openings, to be honest. So I wonder if it's sustainable. I wonder if we can keep doing it. I wonder if teams will find a way to defend it and mark it. My thing is we have great set piece takers and great aerial threats to the point where even if teams can try to contain it, they may not be able to eventually stop it. And that's the thing, because no matter how good teams can be defensively, we just have better players in those set piece positions. So I don't know. That's we'll see if it's sustainable or not, but I need to see more open play chances getting created. We control the ball, we control the tempo most games, but we lack that cutting edge in attack. So anyway, 1-0 win, 4 points clear at the top of the league, 6 points clear of Man City, 7 points clear of Liverpool. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We have a long way to go, but I'm very, very impressed with where we are in the league. And I know we're not playing at our best. I know we can play better. And yet, at the same time, we're still winning these games, and we're not conceding any chances whatsoever. So shout out to the team for that. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.